Now, is there really anything I can say about Super Mario World that hasn't been said before? No, not really. The SNES Classic was filled with more colourful goodness than a Skittles factory, and was filled with so many secrets it would probably be fair to say we know more about the universe we live in than the amount of hidden levels and worlds there are hidden in this game. It was great. I don't know why I say was, because it still is, and truly showed the world why the SNES was better than the Mega Drive in every way. And then at some point, some bootleg NES developer decided they want a slice of that Mario popularity and made a really weird version of it for the NES to sell it to the, no doubt, masses of people who bought pirated NES games back in the day. And the NES version of Super Mario World is what we will be looking at today in this episode of Port Patrol, a series where I look at weird, interesting, or knockoff ports of video games. Going into this, I'm having a hard time imagining how this could be bad. I mean, that said, it hasn't stopped pirate game developers being able to ruin stuff like Earthworm Jim and Windows 98 of all things. Yep, this is actually a thing, Windows 98 for your NES. What a time to be alive. But maybe Super Mario World can escape. Oh look, that's pretty cute. It has a world map like Super Mario World has, and it actually looks pretty good. Oh boy, Mario Start, here we go. Or, you know, alternatively, you could just throw an enemy at me before I have any time to react, that also works. Boy, good thing this game gives you 15 lives, otherwise I would be screwed. Okay, so gameplay wise, it plays like a slightly crappier Super Mario World, though for a normal NES platformer this honestly wouldn't be that bad. Mario's jumping physics feels like there's a massive fan off the edge of the screen blowing him backwards, but apart from that it plays pretty alright. Aha, but when since has a game being alright ever stopped me from incessantly nitpicking all of it to make some jokes? I really like how the end point with the moving up and down thing is still in the game, even though hitting the line doesn't actually do anything anymore. I also really like slow down. Whoa, come on guys, I didn't realise I was playing this on a PS4. Also, Yoshi makes an appearance in this game. I only bring this up because he never was in any of the original NES games, and I think it's kind of impressive that they made him work here. Impossible to get Yoshi to work on an NES. Silly Miyamoto, what does he know about video games? I gotta say though, for the NES, these graphics are damn fine. I mean sure, they stole all of them from the original game, but there's something so charming about seeing the graphics in 8-bit and it looks really good. In fact, if Mario didn't look so stupid with his half-blue face where they tried, and failed, to colour his overalls, I'd say this would be the best looking NES game I've ever played. But because Mario has cyanosis, I guess I could give the title of best graphics to, I don't know, Barbie? Yeah, just soak in those beautiful graphics. Oh boy, Leaps of Faith, my favourite gameplay feature next to sliding tile puzzles and game-breaking glitches. Well, here it goes! Well, that was anticlimactic. Whoa, Mario, you okay over there? I think he's having horrible flashbacks to when Ryu pummeled the shit out of him. The first major issues I have with the game stems from the first castle. You're introduced with a beautifully recreated front gate that looks almost identical to how it did on the SNES, and then it sort of plummets downhill. Top tip, don't ever think of pressing diagonally on the D-pad on these climbing frames. It causes Mario to freak out and he literally won't stop climbing until he falls off. But really, the whole castle is alright until you get to the boss room. Okay, so in the original Super Mario World, you just hit the blocks underneath them to kill them, so let's try this Nope. Okay, I don't know why I thought that would work. What about fireballs? Nope. Man, if I could see anything behind all this sprite flicker, that would be top. Oh, so you do hit them from underneath, but it only works sometimes. Yeah, sure. Of course, how stupid of me not to figure that out. I mean, it makes perfect sense. But hey ho, maybe I'm judging it a bit harshly here. I mean, to be fair, the rest of the game didn't get anywhere near this level of crap. I'm actually surprised by the amount of variety that is offered up into this game. Sure, it doesn't play amazingly, but that didn't stop them from at least trying to make a decent port. It has all the areas you'd expect in Super Mario World, including the ghost houses. You know, everybody's favourite levels in Super Mario World, and ones that I was so happy to see made it into this game. But let it be known that it is no secret that there are no secrets in this version of Super Mario. Oh god, I apologise, that was poor even by my standards. I mean, maybe I just ran past them all, but with no destructible bricks, limited hittable blocks, and no pipes to go down, I couldn't find any secrets in this game. Which is kind of a shame, because they were my favourite part about the original. But I mean, what was I expecting really? Overall then, Super Mario World World for the NES is an alright port as far as pirated NES games go. It has enough levels to make an average game last about 1 or 2 hours, which is pretty good for an NES Mario game. If it only ironed out some of the jumping physics, boss battles, and patched up some of the weird stuff, this would have been a really good NES platformer. But they didn't, so it's only just okay. As always, I rate ports in this series using a scale of 1 to 15, 1 being worse than the original game, 10 being on par, and 15 being better. Overall, considering everything, I'd give it a 5 out of 15. It isn't a bad game, well okay it is, kinda. It isn't a terrible game, but it isn't as good as the original Mario World, so that's why I can only really give it a 5. By all means, check it out if you're interested in this kind of stuff. It's good enough of a game that it can actually be considered playable, and hell, you might even get some fun out of it. I'll see you all next time. Hey guys, Fracky Review Show here. You know, the person who made the video you just watched. Thank you for watching it, I really appreciate it. If you love weird ports like I do, then you can click here and here for 2 videos I've done in the past about World Heroes 2 for the NES and Mega Man for MS-DOS. If for some reason you think I'm funny and want to watch me and some friends play video games together, then you can do a cheeky click here to take you to Pixel Invaders, which is a channel that has videos of that thing I just said. Anyway, I want to keep this end card short unlike my last one so they don't become Yuri of Wind tier length, so stick around till the end if you want to hear me try to say words and fail, or if not, I'll see you next time. I mean, sure, they stall. No, that's stall. What? Oh, for God's sake. I mean, sure, they stole. Oh, for fuck's sake, stole. It's not that hard. I mean, sure, they stole all. Stole all. Stop.